Are you ready for a long winter power outage? Can you keep your family warm? It's time to learn right now. Hey, Provident Preppers, I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Kylene. So for last week's challenge, what did you safely cook without using electricity? Make sure you share in the comments.
And it is a skill that you have to practice, so keep practicing. And this is week number 8. We're talking about winter power outage preps. And this is a truly important one. Winter can be beautiful, but it can also be deadly if we don't have the right preparations in a power outage. So those of you in milder areas, you don't have to be quite as concerned, but don't ever let us forget about Texas and the polar vortex. Nobody's immune from some really cold weather, so be ready for it.
So number 1, your task is to educate yourself on ways that you can stay warm. Clothing, what clothing? And how do you wear that clothing to stay warm? One of the things we always talk about is creating a microenvironment with a tent. In fact, the video from last Friday was all about this. So if you just click the card in the corner, it will take you to Friday's video if you missed it. And you can, where we go into more depth on some of this.
Now, number 2 is to explore your alternative heating options. What options do you have? Some of us have the ability to have a wood-burning stove, but some of you don't have that option. We've got some good resources online, so make sure that you take a look at those, look around a little bit, see what's going to work for you, and then make it happen.
Number 3 is to inventory what you have and the amount of fuel that you have. This Vesta is one of my number 1 recommendations, especially if you live in an apartment or if you're or have any type of challenges with the alternative heating. This is really good, but it doesn't work if you don't have the fuel. So inventory which devices you have and the amount of fuel, and make sure you have enough to reach your goal.
Number 4 is go out and purchase whatever you need. So if you still need some fuel, if you need blankets, let's go out and get it done, because right now is the time to get it. We're headed into winter. I know it's still mild, but we are headed there fast, and we're gonna be there before you know it.
For those of you that when we say go purchase it, you've got all these red flags and budget, on the mind.
Absolutely.
There are a lot of ways. We raised a huge family and we didn't always buy everything new. Thrift stores and garage sales and hand-me-downs from neighbors, those are all very good ways to be able to get the things that you need. So don't think you just need to go online and buy it. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but make a plan and get it done. And then number 5, organize it. If you don't know where it is, if it's not accessible for you, it's worse than not having it at all. So make sure that you get it organized. And for those of you that have come up to me and said, hey, Kylene, I'm organizing, I'm doing this, you have no idea how proud I am of you. So you guys just keep up that really good work.
And we're in that process too. This is one of our big goals that started at the beginning of the year.
Actually, beginning of last year. But
we're still in the process. So you're in good company. Now, as Mama alluded to, we turned off our power in January.
Years ago.
Years ago. And there was a lot of learning that happened, and some really significant things for us and maybe for you. So click the card in the corner and you can go to that video and maybe see what happened to us and some of the trauma we faced. Still experiencing it in some cases, but it was a good experience.
And for those of you who want to do something very brave, well, it's still mild because it's September, right? We're not into January yet. Turn off your power. See how you do. You learn so much. So I challenge you, be brave. You can do this. One night, you could do this. And now for the question of the day. What did you safely cook in last week's challenge? How did you do it? Comment below.
And thanks for being part of the solution.